Hi everyone, Sarah here. So in this video I'm going to be talking about our Safe Hearts line. Damsel in Defense is more than just stun guns and pepper sprays for adults. We also have products to keep children safe as well. And the reason why is because in the United States, approximately 1 out of every 4 girls and 1 out of every 6 boys are sexually abused. And 95% of molested children know their molesters. So Damsel in Defense decided to create the Safe Hearts line in an effort to change these statistics. So the goal of Safe Hearts is to equip parents with the necessary tools to start critical conversations that raise awareness in our children to avoid harm without teaching them to fear everyone around them. So all of the Safe Heart products are developed around this idea to be a heart defender, which means for our children to protect themselves from tricky people, from taking a piece of their hearts in a tricky situation. So I'm going to be explaining what that means with some of the storybooks we have. I have 6 here that I'm going to show you and explain briefly about what they're about. This one is My Friend's New Toy. So these are for our younger readers. It's about a little girl who goes to her friend's house and to play with dolls. And the friend of the little girl says, "Hey, I usually play dolls in my underwear because it's hot. So why don't you take off all your clothes too?" And the whole idea of the Heart Defenders is to evaluate tricky situations where this situation, it's her friend telling her to do something, it's someone she knows, and the little girl is uncomfortable with taking off her clothes. So she kind of has this feeling that she shouldn't be doing this, and so the Heart Defenders get a signal and they come in kind of in her mind telling her that it's okay to say no, even though she's afraid she's going to lose this friend. It's okay to leave, and it's okay to tell her parents that this happened. So that's what this book is about, is just explaining that process to this little girl. The Heart Defenders are explaining that process to this little girl, and it's saying all of this in a way that kids can understand. So the little girl ends up doing that. She ends up telling her parents, and then they insinuate that maybe this little girl, her friend, may need to get some help too if she wants to play dolls in her underwear, with her friends. So they said, they kind of talked about that as well in the book. So that's the first one. The second one is Julian's Solo Voyage. This is about a little boy named Julian using the buddy system while going to public bathrooms. So he ends up getting brave and goes to the bathroom by himself instead of going with his sister like their mom had told them to. And in the bathroom he ends up excuse me. In the bathroom, he ends up encountering a man who offers to help Julian in the bathroom. And Julian has that uncomfortable feeling again, and the man tries to say, "Here, I'll help you up," to go to the restroom. So it's again having the Heart Defenders coming in, stepping in, saying, "Hey, this is not okay. Use your alarm," which are available through the Damsel in Defense website. Use your alarm to signal that you need help, so your sister can help you and get out of that situation. Go tell your mom. And so it explains all of this in Julian's Solo Voyage. This one's Madison's Big Brother. This one's a little more for the older kids. This is about a young girl going to her friend's house, and her friend's older brother is there playing video games. In the process, when her friend's not around, he ends up trying to kiss her. Madison is not having it. She is not comfortable with kissing her friend's brother or kissing anyone at that age. So she decides that she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to jeopardize her relationship with her friend. And not being able to go to her friend's house every day. So that's just talking about her getting out of that situation and recognizing that it's okay to tell someone even though it's her friend's brother. This one is All-Star Dugout Dreams. This talks about a young boy, maybe a little older, it may be for younger kids or a little older kids, depending on if they're in sports. It's based on this little boy who's on the baseball team. His coach is telling him to come to his coach's house to practice. The coach explains to the little boy that he has a gym at his home and he wants to help him train. So this is another good example of the little boy not feeling comfortable. His mom is supposed to be picking him up. She thought it was kind of weird. His mom didn't say that he was not coming to pick him up. The coach keeps saying, oh, don't you want to be a better, baseball player? And so it again talks about how, that the heart defenders come in and tell him, it's okay to get out of the situation. You need to tell your mom. And the little boy was afraid that he wasn't going to be on the baseball team if he ended up telling somebody. And even the coach said, don't tell anybody about this. So it's addressing all of those issues in that book. This one, is Chase's Champion. This is a really good book it's a hard topic. It really is, but it explains it so well. So this one is about a little girl named Willow, and Willow goes to her cousin's house to have a sleepover. Now, her cousin is a girl, the one that she's sleeping over with, but she has another cousin named Chase, which is right here. Now, the way the book is explained, it's not explained in detail, but it insinuates that Willow walks into Chase's room and sees her uncle sexually abusing Chase. So it, again, doesn't say that, but it says Willow sees her uncle doing something very wrong. So it talks about a real life situation of what would happen in that situation. Willow would need to go tell her parents what she saw. In this book, it actually shows that her mom didn't believe her. Her mom got upset for Willow saying that about her brother, because it was her mom's brother, Willow's uncle. And Willow felt defeated because, she listened to the heart defenders again, but her mom didn't believe her. So now her mom's mad at her. So the heart defenders come back in a second time saying, if the first safe adult didn't believe you, you tell another safe adult. So then Willow ends up telling her grandmother, who does believe her, and ends up getting the uncle out of that situation. Chase is a happy boy, being able to heal his heart because, his uncle took a piece of his heart. And Willow noticed that Chase is a lot happier, and she was no longer afraid of what would happen. So this is a great book. They explain it so well. But it is a tougher conversation, to have with your children in case they do see something that they know is wrong. So that's that one. And our last one I'm going to be talking about is Healed Hearts. This one is a great book as well. One of our newer ones, talking about a little girl who actually experienced someone taking a piece of their heart. So it doesn't exactly explain what happened, if she was sexually abused or physically abused or what. It just says that she had someone take a piece of her heart, and how does she heal her heart, and how does she find that piece of her heart. So it talks about the importance of, talking about it. It talks about the importance of, having a group of people. She goes to therapy session where a group of people talk about their situations of other people who have been abused. They are able to open up to her in this group setting, and then she's able to open up to them. And then it talks about her getting professional help with a licensed therapist that can help her through what had happened to her. So this one is just a restoration kid conversation where it would heal her heart because it has already been someone took a piece of it. So those are our storybooks, which are all amazing, and they keep coming out with new ones. But those are all the ones that they have right now. And then they also have a game board Now the game board is pretty awesome because it's giving you an opportunity to talk to your children in a fun setting. And it has, they have the little heart defenders that you can go around on the game board, and then you can pick cards. Either if you're a parent, you pick the parent card. If you're a child, you pick the heart defender card, which is the children's card. And I'm going to read you just a couple so you can get an idea of the kind of conversations that you can have. So this one's move ahead 2 spaces, and it says, you cleaned your room every day this week. So in the game, it says that they clean their room, but it's kind of insinuating, hey, you need to clean your room every week. And the parent has an opportunity to talk about that. But in the game, the child would move forward 2 spaces. Move ahead 3 spaces, you told the truth. Tell your parent about a time when you told the truth, even though it was difficult to do so. So it's praising him or her for telling the truth and giving an opportunity to share that with the parent. This one are little negative things. So it says move back 3 spaces. You snuck a pack of gum into your pocket at the store without paying for it. You felt really bad and told your parents about it. Explain to your parent what you should do to fix the situation. So it's giving that opportunity to talk about stealing with the parent. And then another one, a classmate was teasing another girl about her clothes. You joined in and laughed at her too, even though you knew it wasn't right. Explain to your parent what you would do differently next time. So it's talking about those. These are all the children's cards, so they would pick these ones. Now the parents' cards are a little different. It's again praising parents. You encourage your child to stand up to a bully, explain with them how they should act in that situation. It's giving you that opportunity to go over bullying. Your child needed help completing their homework and you told them you were too busy. So again, you did this in the game, so you would move back 2 spaces for the game. But it also kind of gives you an idea, hey, you should be available for your children if they do need help with their homework, to try to make, yourself available to do that. So in the game, you get punished for that, for not doing that. And then in the game again, you move back 3 spaces. You haven't yet taught your children about using the buddy system while using a public bathroom. Explain to your child your family rules about public bathrooms. So the game gives you an opportunity to talk about that. And then my last example, you taught your children the difference between stranger danger and tricky people. Great job. Discuss this as a family. So it gives you this opportunity to talk about stranger danger, which you may have spoken about with your children, but it's also talking about tricky people, which were explained in the storybooks. Coaches, friends, family that may have done something, anything tricky. Any situation that's tricky with people that they know. So that would be something that tricky people could do. So that is our Safe Hearts board game that is available on our website. We also have a proactive parent guide for parents. Body Boundaries edition is this one. This one has it's only 36 pages long, and it talks about different things as a parent, just teaching parents how to handle different situations, what is abuse, what are the effects of it, creating boundaries for you and your child, guidelines for prevention, signs of abuse, seeking a qualified professional, and why role play is important with children. And protecting your child's eyes in a digital world. So this is available on our website as well, Proactive Parent Guide, and it's just 36 pages long, really short, but just giving you tools to help you be able to have these conversations with your children and be aware of what's going on. And then our last thing I'm going to show you is our lunchbox. This is again going with the Heart Defenders. It has a puzzle that they can build, and it's a little lunch pail that they can take. So that includes the puzzle inside. And you can also purchase the Heart Defender badges as well, because if they read the books and they become Heart Defenders, they can have a little badge that shows that they can now defend hearts or help other children defend their hearts too. So if someone's getting bullied, then your child can step in because they're a Heart Defender. So that's our Safe Hearts. Those are all our Safe Hearts products. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.